The objectives for this module are craft a syllabus or agenda, discuss the value of program evaluation, explain Kirkpatrick's model, apply Kirkpatrick's model. Most programs provide learners with a syllabus, agenda, or program. A syllabus is a plan for the term of the learning event and includes a summary of all the concepts covered in the subject or course. An agenda is a list for underlying plan of things to be done or topics to be discussed for a meeting or event. A program provides detailed information about the activities occurring in a structured event or learning experience. A syllabus is often considered a legal document for courses. There are many elements of a syllabus. Review this list of common elements found in a syllabus. An agenda is not as lengthy as a syllabus or program, but provides information about the purpose of the event. This slide offers some examples of an agenda. A program is often very detailed in providing information specific to the entity sponsoring the learning activity or information about the activities. This slide provides a practice opportunity. Determine whether a syllabus, agenda, or program is appropriate for the events listed on the slide. Most entities want to understand how effective the program is or was. Evaluations help the sponsoring entity make important decisions about the program. The Kirkpatrick evaluation model is one of the most widely used models. There are 4 levels in the model. Level 1 measures learner reactions to the learning event or program. Learners are often keenly aware of what they need to know to accomplish a task. If the training program fails to satisfy their needs, a determination should be made as to whether it's the fault of the program design or delivery. Level 1 is not indicative of the training's performance potential, as it does not measure what new skills the learners have acquired or what they have learned that will transfer back to the working environment. This has caused some evaluators to downplay its value. However, the interest, attention, and motivation of the participants are often critical to the success of any training process. People often learn better when they react positively to the learning environment by seeing the importance of it. Some questions for Level 1 are, did the trainees like and enjoy the training? Did they consider the training relevant? Was it a good use of their time? Did they like the venue, the style, timing, domestics, etc.? What was the level of participation, ease, and comfort of the experience? What was the level of effort required to make the most of the learning perceived, practicality, and potential for applying the learning? Level 2 addresses the question, did the participants learn anything? Post-testing is valid when combined with pre-testing so that you can differentiate between what they already knew before training and what they actually learned during the training program. Learner assessments are created to allow a judgment to be made about the learner's capability for performance. There are 2 parts to this process: the gathering of information or evidence, such as testing the learner, and the judging of the information. What does the data represent? This assessment should not be confused with evaluation. Assessment is about the progress and achievements of the individual learners, while evaluation is about the learning program as a whole. Some questions are, did the trainees learn what was intended to be taught? What was intended for them to experience? And what is the extent of advancement or change in the trainees after the training in the direction or area that was intended? Level 3 determines if the correct performance is now occurring by answering the question, do people use their newly acquired learnings on the job or in their world? Can the learner now perform and produce the needed results in the working environment? It is important to measure performance because the primary purpose of training is to improve results by having the participants learn new skills and knowledge and then actually apply them external to the program. Learning new skills and knowledge in a program is valuable when the participants actually use them in their external activities. Since Level 3 measurements must take place after the learners have returned to their daily life, the actual Level 3 measurements will typically involve someone closely involved with the learner, such as a supervisor, mentor, or associate. Questions asked are, did the trainees put their learning into effect when back on the job? Were the relevant skills and knowledge used in daily life? Was there noticeable and measurable change in the activity and performance of the trainees when back in their roles? Was the change in behavior and new level of knowledge sustained? Would the trainee be able to transfer their learning to another person? Is the trainee aware of their change in behavior, knowledge, or skill level? Level 4 measures impact and asks the question, did the program make a difference? As we move from Level 1 to Level 4, the evaluation process becomes more difficult and time-consuming. However, the higher levels provide information that is of increasingly significant value. Perhaps the most frequently type of measurement is Level 1 because it is the easiest to measure, yet it provides the least valuable data. Decision makers often prefer a measurement of result in terms of impact, although not necessarily in dollars and cents. For example, a recent study of financial and information technology executives found that they consider both hard and soft returns when it comes to customer-centric technologies, but give more weight to non-financial metrics such as customer satisfaction and loyalty. This final measurement, Level 4, of the training program might be met with a more balanced approach or a balanced scorecard, which looks at the impact or return from 4 different perspectives. Financial, which would be a measurement such as return on investment that shows a monetary return or the impact itself, such as how the output is effective. Financial can be either soft or hard results. Customer, improving an area in which the organization differentiates itself from competitors to attract, retain, and deepen relationships with its targeted customers. Internal, achieving excellence by improving such processes as supply chain management, production processes, or support processes. Innovation and learning, ensuring the learning package supports a climate for organizational change, innovation, and the growth of individuals. Measures would typically be business or organizational key performance indicators such as volumes, values, percentages, timescales, return on investment, and other quantifiable aspects of organizational performance. For instance, numbers of complaints, staff turnover, attrition, failures, wastage, non-compliance, quality ratings, achievement of standards and accreditations, and growth or retention. This table lists the types of data collection methods appropriate to each Kirkpatrick level. In summary, it is important to note the difference in information and returns. That is, the first 3 levels give you information for improving the learning package, while the 4th level gives you the returns for investing in the learning process. A hard result is generally given in dollars and cents, while soft results are more informational in nature. There are exceptions. For example, if the organizational vision is to provide learning opportunities, say for instance to increase retention, then a Level 2 or Level 3 evaluation could be used to provide a soft return. This slide provides a practice opportunity. Determine which evaluation level is appropriate for each learning situation indicated in the statements. This slide and the next slide offer a practice opportunity. Provide an example of several questions that should be asked for each of the evaluation levels, Level 1, Level 2, Level 3, and Level 4, to gather the data needed. Identify the appropriate design, data collection source, and method and metrics. You can use the table on the next slide as a guide. For the scenario on the preceding slide, use this table to provide an example of several questions that should be asked for each of the evaluation levels and to gather the data needed. Identify the appropriate design, data collection source, and method and metrics.